Hi to everybody. How y'all doing out there? I hope you're doing well. And it's Christmas time, so I don't dress like this all year round. And I have a sweater that I bought last year that sometimes these things light up, but they're a year old, so who knows? Anyway, thanks for coming. Here's some jingle bells for you. Jingle bells. How about it? Yeah, it's hard. It's a hard song to play. Yeah, most people don't know that, but it's a pretty hard song to play. No, it's not. I just messed it up. But it's nice to see you. And we got a vaccine. It's working. How about that? It's uh, it's amazing, isn't it? They got that through in time to save thousands and thousands of people. And I know I'm going to be getting it later on, so I'm going to have to hunker down a lot longer. But it is going to the right people, the people that are going to take care of us if we get sick, and the older folks that we want to keep around a while longer for sure. So and on that subject, a friend of mine just turned 90 the other day. Mr. Buck White, a fellow that I worked with and have known feel like all my life, and he's one of my best friends, and he's just an amazing guy. Plays the mandolin. He's Buck White. He's the father of Sharon and Cheryl White. Today is Sharon's birthday. Last Sunday was Buck's birthday, and he was 90 years old. But happy birthday, Sharon! Happy birthday. I got to her early the other day, but anyway, I'll get to say it again. So Buck's 90 years old, and he's from out in Texas, and he played piano with most people who went through Texas in the 50s who needed a piano player. Ray Price, all kinds of people that needed a piano player whenever they went through big acts. And Buck is a great piano player, but I did not know that, really, until I've been playing with a band a little while, and we played at a place called the Carter Fold up in uh, it's in Virginia. It's in the southwest corner of Virginia. And what, Jill?
Hilton's.
Hilton's. Thank you, Jill. Jill's here. Hello, Jill. There from everybody. Um, but there was a piano on stage, and we were in the middle of a song, and all of a sudden Buck went over and started playing it, and I didn't know he played piano. I knew he had one at home, but I'd never seen him play it. My God, he tore it up, And so he started playing Pipeliner Blues in the middle of our set there, and all of a sudden it was like a scene out of South Pacific or some, some huge Broadway play. Jeanette Carter, who was the last of the Carter family in that part neck of the woods there, she was running the place, and she came up and said, "Buck, you've got to stop. There's a woman out there doing an awful dance." And he was playing Pipeliner Blues, so he was swinging it pretty good. And this lady apparently had been out there dancing and shining some old boy's buckle real good, really doing she was doing the right dance for the right song. But Jeanette brought her to the front of the stage, and she said, "Why were you dancing like that?" to that lady. And the lady said, "I was just dancing the way he was playing." So there you go. That was like Buck White, the element of surprise coming out, and I'll never forget all the great times I had out on the road with those folks. It was a great learning experience, musically, spiritually, common sense. That's what they wrote on. Common sense. Good folks. The best. Happy birthday, Buck. Many, many more. And Sharon. And Cheryl. So, got that. Let's see. I'm going to play a song called The First Noel that is on a record I have called Jerry Christmas. It's my Christmas record, one and only Christmas record I've made, and I don't know if you need to make too many Christmas records. One might be enough. You only kind of like use it or hear it once a year, and there are not a lot of Christmas songs you can play at the festivals in June and July, so you leave them for Christmas. So I'm going to play you a song called The First Noel, and it goes like this right here. It's a pretty song. nice song. I love that song. Christmas songs are hard, and they've been around for a long time because why mess with them? They're great songs, and I don't really feel like taking a lot of liberties with them, even though I probably just did. But I'm working with my cheap my loop and my very cheap associate here, so he doesn't really know how to change his mind, and I kind of have to go where he goes. So uh, it's all my fault, but it's a wonderful thing to be able to play these songs. Even if it is just once a year, they stir you. They bring back a lot of memories, and I remember getting my first guitar when I was about 6 years old, and I used that guitar also as it was a Sears Silvertone guitar, the bottom of the line. And it was almost as high as the Dobro already from the factory. But after I saw Josh Graves, you like it? Hey, they're both like that all of a sudden. But I saw Josh Graves play, and I raised the action on that guitar I think we used a toothbrush. Cut off a piece of a toothbrush. Had used it for a bridge, a nut up here at the top, and that's what my first dobro was. It was a Silvertone guitar, and I had it until I came home one day, and the sun had hit the guitar case a little too hard, and when I opened the case, the guitar sort of slammed together, making a V shape. So the end of that guitar, it was a good one. But soon I got another one, and I got a real dobro after that, not long after that. But you know, stories, Christmas stuff. I think I got a pair of cowboy boots that year too, and my brother Blaine got them. He got them too. So I think he got a fiddle, and I got a guitar. So we made a lot of noise around the house there for a while, and as kids we'll do. There are a lot of folks who aren't with us this year. We lost some really, really great people. Personally, Joe Diffie was one of the first people that we heard about losing him around here, and that was hard. I've known Joe since Oklahoma days when he was out there before he ever moved to Nashville, and great singer. And then John Prine. Oh my God, what do you do? What do you say? Miss him. Good hang. Good guy. And Charlie Pride recently. This thing is, we're living in a pandemic once in a 100 years kind of a thing. We know that because 100 years ago it happened, and we're doing only slightly better than we did back then, and they didn't have any antibiotics, so it's hard. It's a bad one, and I've lost some other good friends this year. Jimmy Metz, one of the guys from my childhood, lost him to ALS this year, and then a friend of mine, David Whitaker, in D.C., great dobro player, 8-string dobro player. He took a lot of lessons from Mike Aldridge and was always at every gig I ever did up there. Known David for 40 years. Guy was in great shape, went out for a bicycle ride, came home, and died. And no explanation for these things. So, happens. And gonna miss them, all those guys, this year. And I know there are thousands of empty chairs, as Joe Biden likes to say. The empty chairs out there remind us of we need to be careful, and we're going to miss the people we loved, and it's a bad situation. We're going to make it out of it, though. Well, let's see. There's a song called "Christmas Time's a Comin'" that my old friend Tex Logan, who's been gone a few years, wrote that song, and Bill Monroe recorded it, and the rest is history. Everybody in the world's cut that song, but to watch Tex play it and rear back and get in that Tex Logan fiddle position and just blast it, and just another fellow that's missed, an MIT graduate and a graduate of the Bill Monroe School of Hard Knocks. What are you going to do? So let's see. Let's get up to that one. Where is that one? It's way up there. Thank you, my friend, for being my friend. So this is called Christmas Times Are Coming, and we're going to donate today to Music Cares. Music Cares takes care of musicians, and I heard somewhere on the news the other day that the arts were hit really hard, and they were focusing on Broadway. But I got to tell you, folks, musicians everywhere. Music, there is no live music, not as we know it, and it's not going to be back until probably late summer. I hope, we'll see. And there are a lot of fellows out there that need help this Christmas. A lot of musicians, not just them. Shit, there's almost 10 million people out of work. So everybody needs help. Help anybody you can, whenever you can. So Christmas times are coming. Oh boy, here we go. Tex Logan's Christmas times are coming. Uh, you know, Tex, it's all right. And we're gonna be okay. This vaccine and everybody taking care of everybody else, it's gonna work out. We'll be all right. They made it. They made it the other time. We'll make it this time. I'm gonna play you one more song that I wrote. See if I can get a. Oops, almost dropped it. This is a song called Maui Christmas. I guess it could have a lot of connotations. Especially in Maui. But it's a song that I wrote when I got back from a vacation that Jill and I took on an anniversary of ours. We went to Maui and stayed at the Four Seasons for a few nights, and there are still claw marks in the granite where they drugged me out of that place. I didn't want to go. Interesting guitar, huh? It's made out of persimmon. It's a wonderful guitar. A friend of mine made it up in Ohio. Persimmon wood, has a false back, but man, what a great guitar. I've been using this thing a lot. So I'll play you Maui Christmas and get on out of here. Bye-bye 2020. I'm not going to miss it, but it's been fun playing for you all since March and doing these Flux Fridays as often as we can, and enjoying all the comments that come back, and just nice to know you're out there. And so this isn't the last one we'll do this year, I don't think, but Christmas is coming. You don't want to hear a dobro player on Christmas, not this one, not live, not like this. Oh, I wouldn't be here. I'll be in the house eating some of Jill's cooking, hanging out with the grandchildren and my children, I hope. Merry Christmas, everybody. Have a nice one.